Hey everybody, welcome. We have got an awesome airsoft replica that we're going to review for you today. I'm specifically talking about the IWI Tavor 21 by Elite Force and Umarex. Actually, this is the CTAR, which is the compact version for Spec Ops and Commandos. And this is their Elite version that goes for $340. And we're going to go over it from end to end to tell you if it's worth that premium price. So stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome. If this is your first time here and you like gear guides and game reviews and gameplay and all sorts of other cool airsoft stuff, join us by hitting that subscribe button now and that notification bell so that you don't miss anything. This is the CTAR, and it is a one-to-one replica with all the same metal and polymer components of the real steel equivalent. And the real one is built around a long stroke piston like the M1 Grand or the AK-47, so it's really meant to be simple, durable, reliable, and easy to maintain under adverse combat conditions. And the Tavor 21 has got a lot of variations to it. This one right here is the CTAR that was provided to us for review by Fox Airsoft, and this one goes for $340. And there is a lot to cover on this guy. But before we do, let's see what's in the box.
What's in the box?
All right, everybody, today we are looking at the Tavor CTAR, and this is the Elite version distributed by Elite Force and Umarex, and it retails for $340. All right, let's see what we got. Some product materials, the gun, and a magazine. No battery, no charger. We do have a barrel rod underneath. Product info, registration card, CTAR owner's manual. Overview of the gun, installing the battery. Because this is OEM Aries, it comes with an Aries Amoeba M4 high cap magazine, which is pretty cool. It's kind of got some cool stippling on the side. It's kind of got a peek window where you're supposed to see some faux bullets, and it has an integrated mag pull on it, which is pretty nice. Move this stuff out of the way. There we go. So this is the Elite Force Umarex IWI licensed CTAR, and this is the compact version of the TAR 21. It's really well made. When you shake it, nothing's moving because it's all reinforced polymer. Speaking of charging handle, when you pull the charging handle back, it does reveal a rotary style hop-up. Has a working bolt catch. This is your bolt catch release, and ambidextrous magazine release by virtue of it being located in the middle. QD sling mounts on the front and the back on both sides, and you take this pin out and it reveals access to the quick change spring system. Now again, that is not where the battery goes. That is where you access the motor and the quick change spring system. Now the battery itself goes up front. You have to take these two Allen screws off to get to your battery compartment, but it's a large battery compartment. It'll hold pretty much anything you want to put in there. It'll hold it because the compartment actually goes back right to the edge of the trigger, so it's deceptively large. All right, well, that about does it for what's in the box for the IWI Tavor CTAR Elite. So yeah, let's go talk about this gun. All right guys, so if you're not familiar with a bullpup design, on a bullpup, the receiver, the bolt carrier, and the magazine are all located behind the pistol grip. What this does is several things. Number one, it puts all the weight in the pocket of your shoulder, so it makes the gun really maneuverable, even with one hand. And the overall dimensions of the gun are relatively short, but it retains a really long inner barrel. Now we mentioned there's a lot of varieties to the Tavor. This is the CTAR, which is the compact version for Spec Ops and Commandos, but there's a bunch of different versions. There's a GTAR, which has a grenade launcher on it, an STAR, which is a DMR version with a bipod. There's the standard TAR, which is just Tavor assault rifle. And then there's the Tavor X95, or also known as the MTAR or Micro Tavor. And the Micro Tavor is actually the gun that is now the standard issue rifle for the Israeli Defense Forces, replacing the M4 and the M16 as of the end of 2018. All right, so enough of the history lesson because you guys are here to talk about this guy. The Tavor CTAR Flat Top Elite Series by Elite Force and Umarex. As the name would apply, the flat top, it has a long monolithic metal Picatinny rail up top. And it does have metal flip-up sights that are actually integrated into the rail, which is kind of a neat touch. Now this is considered one of Elite Force's Pro line guns. It's about 5 pounds. The outside of the body is high density polymer equivalent to that which is in the real Tavor. Up front it does have an orange safety flash hider, and that flash hider is a clockwise threaded flash hider. So be aware of that when you're looking to replace that or looking for any accessories to add on to the end of this gun. Now the gun itself does mimic the extreme ambi nature of the real CTAR. It has ambidextrous QD sling mounts on both the left side and right side, up front and on the buttstock as well. On the real gun, the charging handle is switchable from left to right, so you can see the slot here for where you would switch over the charging handle. The fire selector is switchable from left to right, and the ejection port is switchable from left to right. And because it has this plate over the ejection port, whichever side you have it situated to, there's still going to be a little bit of gas and debris that gets expelled when you're firing this gun, even on the non-ejecting side. So because of the bullpup design and putting it right up next to your cheek, firing the real gun gives you what is known as Tavor face. So you get a little bit of black debris on your face there. The charging handle is up front. When you pull it back, it opens up the ejection port, which is way back on the back because of the bullpup design, and reveals the rotary style hop-up. It does have a working bolt catch release, which is located right behind the magazine right here. And the magazine release is ambidextrous because it's located in the middle. And because the gun is Ares OEM, it comes with an Ares Amoeba high capacity winding magazine. Now on the inside, you have got a Tavor 21 fully upgradable full metal gearbox with an inline MOSFET, 8mm metal bushings, full metal barrel assembly with an aluminum outer barrel, and a quick change spring system. And not just any quick change spring system, a true quick change spring system. When you remove this pin from this nice rubberized buttstock, the buttstock swivels down and reveals the screw for the quick change spring system. So you don't have to crack this gun open, you don't have to take the gearbox out. So hey, if you're brave, you could even change your spring in the field. Don't know why you would, but you could do it. So that about covers everything on the gun. But as with every review, we want to know the answer to the question, how does the gun perform? So let's go check that out right now. There. So I got to put some significant loft on it to get to 200 feet. It's doable. Yep, it is not a long distance gun. The cool thing about the CTAR's bullpup design is because the weight's all in the pocket of your shoulder, you can maneuver it with one hand really easily. So I'm able to aim and shoot with one hand while carrying the flag in the other. It's really accurate. I can't reach people at the top of the hill right there. So when I was firing before we started, it was barely getting to that 200 foot mark if I lofted a little bit. So I think probably at 180 is about the distance for this guy. But anything less than that, it's pinpoint accurate. I made a lot of one shot, one hits today that I normally don't make. All right, guys. So as you saw on an 11.1 LiPo battery and 0.20 gram BBs, this gun's shooting just a tad over the indoor 350 FPS CQB limit. So if you want to use it for indoors, you may have to look at taking advantage of that quick change spring system and putting a little bit lighter spring in it. But it's perfectly good for outdoors, and it sounds great when you shoot it. There is no shake, no rattle, no wasted motion. A really crisp sounding rotation on the gearbox. And the trigger pull, nice and short, good reset, and tons of hop up to run heavier BBs or get better distance out of those .20s. It is a little bit lacking in distance. I would say the maximum effective distance you're gonna have with this gun is about 180 feet. But anything from 180 in, this thing is an absolute laser beam. It has pinpoint accuracy. So guys, if you like the Tavor styling and you're looking to get one, this is the one you want to get. It is definitely worth the premium price. It is a super, super sexy gun, just like all those IDF girls. It's a meme, look it up. Just look it up, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
Dude, that's creepy.
Whatever. Anyway guys, that's it for the video. We hope you enjoyed this review of the Elite Force Umarex CTAR Elite Series. And if you haven't already, join our airsoft journey by hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you don't miss a single video that comes out every Tuesday with bonus videos on Fridays. Until then, we'll see you next time.